I am Rajiv Kashyap of Civil Engineering Department. First of all, I would like to pay my thanks to ma'am for giving this wonderful topic about presentation skills. So thank you ma'am. Here I am going to start. So guys, my topic of presentation is what is presentation skills. So before starting this presentation, the question I would like to ask, how many of us know about the presentation skills? Okay. In this presentation we will see what is the presentation, what are the problem faces during presentation, and what should we do and what should we don't during the presentation. What should be our body language, what should be the structure, how to rehearse the presentation, how to do the mirror practice, how to present yourself, how to keep your ideas in front of others, how to deal with your topic in front of others. So here I am going to start. So first is presentation skill. So let's come to the topic. You should have effective presentation skill. Good speaker presentation are not born. It means the presentators are not born. We all here to learn and then we will present our topics. So let's move to the next slide. Topics to discuss: meaning, preparing for discussion, presentation, structuring the presentation. You should be structure the presentation like this particular topic we will see in this session. After this we will see this, and after this we will focus on this. After that, problem of presentations, preparing contents. You should prepare the content, question and answer, be ready for answers. Alright. Handling the problems during a presentation, and important presentation pointers during and after. Alright. Let's move to the next topic. What is a presentation? It is a very big question. When many of us do not know about this. So let's discuss it. What is a presentation? A presentation is means of a communication which can be adapted various speaking situations, such as talking to a group, addressing a meeting, or briefing a team. To be an effective step by step, preparing and the method and means of presenting the information should be carefully considered. It means you should know how to attract your audience. You should be comfortable with them. Use the language which is able them to understand easily. We should be able them to understand easily. Don't use high grammatical words. Do not use such high kind of words. Use a simple and quiet word which is easy to understand by audience. Let's move to the next one. Preparing for presentation. It is a very big thing. You must be prepared for presentation. Organizing the material. First you collect the material, research on it, writing your presentation, write your presentation to learn about it more. Deciding the presentation method, working with visual aid, managing the event, coping with presentation notes, dealing with questions. These are the points for preparing presentation. Let's move to the next one. Structuring the presentation. As I have told you, you should be structure the presentation. You should tell your audience what we will see in this presentation, what we will learn the presentation. You should know how to attract your audience. 2 to 2.5 minutes opening and beginning, and 20 to 21 minutes middle section should be 20 to 21 minutes, and closing and ending should be 2 to 3 minutes. 5 minutes should be question round. Right. Let's move to the next slide. Presentation skill. Structure. Have a logical structure. Practice more and more in front of mirror. Body language. You should have a smile on your face, a proper eye contact. Notes and handouts. Have a brief and short notes in your hand. Speak clearly. It should be audible for all. It should be clear to all your audience. PowerPoint. Make a PowerPoint presentation. Keep slides. Right. Interaction. Build a rapport with your audience. Get them involved by asking and encouraging questions. Nervousness. It is normal to be nervousness. As I told you, nobody is perfect. We all learn from here, and then we give the presentation. So these are the presentation skills. Let's move to the next slide. Problem of presentation. Podiumic panic. Whenever we go for podium presentation, what we do generally, we should keep our hands on podium. That the situation we feel relaxed, and that will make our presentation effective. Like audience will not give you proper attention if you do this. So eye contact. There are so many of us who have no proper eye contact. So try to make proper eye contact. Body language should be, it is one of the most important thing when you are giving the presentation. You should keep your hand here or like this, right? Then a voice, you should be clear voice which is audible for your audience. Right. Let's move to the next slide. Podiumic panic. As I've told you what is podiumic panic. Is the podiumic panic. And dealing with podiumic panic is audience are forgiving, they are start forgiving you, and nervousness is usually invisible. Be yourself, practice deep breathing, visualization techniques beginning in your comfort zone. Check out the room in advance. You should check the room in advance. How many audience will be there in advance? You should check the room that is your voice if it's audible for all. You should check the room and then concentrate on the message. You should concentrate on your message, what you are delivering to others. Beginning with slow, you should begin with slow. You should be well prepared for your presentation. Do a mirror practice for this and be prepared and practice. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Eye contact. Eye contacts are a very important thing while you are giving a presentation. Never let them out of your sight. Looking at them in eye makes them feel that they are influencing what you are trying to say. Eye contacts, as I told you, eye contacts are must. So you should make proper eye contact. Good eye contact, keep your eye contact. Make sure that you are trying to make them understand. How to make eye contact while giving a presentation? The question arises. Prepare your presentation. You should prepare your presentation in advance. You should write, you should learn, you should practice it. And then you will be able to recall your ideas, recall your presentation. Only then you can make the proper eye contact to your audience. Body language, you should have command on your body language, like learn or grip the podium, rock or stay in place, stand immobile, use a single gesture. Right. Examine your presentation, cross your arms in front of your chest. Use obviously practice the still gestures. Learn in microphones. Learn how to deal with microphones while you are giving a presentation. Voice and volume. It is one of the most important things in presentation. How's your voice and how much your volume. Soft and effective. Your voice should be soft and effective. Pronunciation and articulation. Simplify your voice. Don't talk flat. No vocal fillers should be filled during the presentation. Use a pause. Change your volume, and but according to the need. If they want you to change your volume, then change your volume. You should change, and you should be a tone on your voice, but according to your audience need. So let's move to the next slide. Voice, pronunciation, vocalized pauses, overuse of stock expansion, substandard grammar, rate of speech, volume, pitch or tone, emphasis. Okay. Physical appearance. How you dress, how you grooming. It is one of the most important thing while you are preparing for presentation. You should know proper dress code. You should your hair should be proper dressed, and your dress should be how you dress. You should be in formal dress. Facial expression, make sure your expression and natural and comfortable. Your facial expression should be natural or comfortable with your audience. These are the facial expressions. Preparing content, analyze your audience, right, according to them. Like someone is comfortable with Hindi, someone is comfortable with English and such kind of language. Define what action you want them to take. What are the action you want them to take? Like you want them to listen you, or you don't. Arrange your argument to move them. Okay. Content should be clear, simple, progressive, on content. It should be clear, as I told you, simple, progressive, and consistent. It's all about the audience. How do they listen you? Your audience should be feel captivated, not a captive. They should listen you, not they have to listen you. Analyze your audience. What are their names, title, background, reasons for attending this presentation, etc. what are their big concerns, what are their objective fears, hot buttons and attitude, what their perception of you and your institution, what are their questions likely to be asked, what is the personality at stake of them, how much detail do they need. According to this, you can make your audience comfortable. Define what action do you want the audience to take. As I told you, define in terms of audience, what will they feel, believe, and after hearing you, they will also talk. Focus on what your audience need to know. You should try to focus what your audience need to know, rather than they don't need to know, not what you know. Arranging your argument, it must be, you should arrange your argument, shake hand with the audience, get to the point, present your theme, develop your agenda point by point, summarize and recommend the presentation. Questions and answers. Beginning of a wholly interactive presentation, opportunity to make a point. Most presentations are won and lost here. Question and answer. Question and answer round should be at the last of presentation. They like, don't rank question, keep answer brief, be honest, avoid negative words, don't repeat negative questions again and again. Handling problem during a presentation. Visual adds problem, distracting noise, you make a mistake, it is the handling problem you deal with the presentation. So you should try to avoid this. Thank you so much for listening.